Namaskar, my little explorers. Get ready to flip the pages of Panchatantra with me, Partho, from the Vedic IQ. Children, in the last video, we saw through the story of the twin parrots how Karkat explained that association fosters vice or virtue. To further consolidate his point, Karkat said, "It is better to have a wise foe than an ignorant friend." The robber with his virtues saved the lives of the victims. But the foolish monkey killed the king. Then Karkat told two stories back to back. First, the story of the three friends and the noble robber, and second, the story of the faithful but foolish monkey. In this video, we will dive into the first story, the story of the three friends and the noble robber. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived three inseparable friends: a prince, a merchant's son, and a scholar's son. They enjoyed each other's company very much. They had a very strong bond among themselves. The prince harbored no interest in princely pursuits like archery, riding horses, or engaging in royal sports such as hunting and chariot racing. His lack of enthusiasm for these activities disappointed his royal father, who expected him to excel in them. One day, the prince said to his two friends, "Friends, I disappoint my father every day. He wants me to join him in the royal activities. But I am not interested at all. What should I do?" His friends shared their woes too. Just like the prince, the merchant's son and the scholar's son were criticized by their fathers for not pursuing their family profession with enthusiasm. Bound by their common grievances, the trio decided to leave their home then. They believed in the saying that true qualities of courage, character, strength, virtue, and knowledge are tested when one leaves their comfort zone. They decided to go to a faraway mountain. This mountain was a place rumored to hold precious gems that could grant them wealth and the means to fulfill their desires. And the luck favored them too. They each found a priceless gem. Now, a new challenge arose. How could they protect their valuable gem on a treacherous forest journey? The scholar's son proposed a plan. They would swallow their gems. This way, they could ensure the safety of their gems inside their bodies. After a shared meal, each concealed their gems within a mouthful of food and swallowed it. The three friends were oblivious to a stranger who was constantly watching them. The stranger saw them swallowing the sparkling gems. This weird man had been searching for gems on the same mountain, but he could not find any. Now that he saw the three friends with the gem, his greed overpowered him. He thought to himself, "I could not find any gem here on this mountain, but these young men have. I shall follow these men. Sometime or the other, when they will sleep, I will kill them, rip open their bellies, and steal all the gems." With this cunning plan in his mind, the next morning he followed the three friends and said, "Gentlemen, I live in a village across this jungle, but I am very scared of this dense jungle. Could you please help me to cross it?" Out of kindness, the friends accepted to help him. All four ventured deeper into the forest. After a few miles, they encountered a Bhil settlement along the path. Now kids, Bhil is a major tribe settled across the central India. Bhils are considered as one of the oldest tribes in India. Once they were the rulers in parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh and Bihar. India has been home to many indigenous tribes like Gond, Munda, Khasi, Garo, Bhutia and many more. Alright, back to the story. Birds of various species inhabited the settlement as pets of the Bhil chieftain. One particular old bird in the aviary drew their attention. It began to sing and call out in a strange manner. The Bhil chieftain, who understood the language of the birds, was intrigued. The old bird's message was clear. The travelers carried priceless gems. The Bhil chieftain ordered his men to apprehend the group. Despite a thorough search, nothing was found, and they were released with just loincloths. However, the old bird kept singing the same message. The Bhil chieftain, convinced of the bird's trustworthiness, once again called for the travelers. He questioned them sternly. "This old bird never tells a lie. I am quite sure that you have concealed the gems somewhere. But the question is, where? It is growing darker now. Tomorrow morning, I will cut open your bellies to see if you hid the gems inside yourselves." The four friends were thrown into an underground dungeon to await their fate. They were all scared. Among them, the robber pondered deeply. What should I do now? The chieftain will search. What should I do now? By one tomorrow. My death is certain. Realizing his impending doom, he chose a noble path. The robber recognized the opportunity to save the three friends' lives. He resolved to offer his own life to preserve theirs. Next morning, he approached the Bhil chieftain and requested that his own belly be opened first. Touched by his noble gesture, the Bhil chieftain agreed. The robber's belly was slit open at daybreak, and to the chieftain's dismay, no gems were found. Only the courageous heart of a nobleman. The chieftain lamented his action, realizing the gravity of his deeds driven by greed. He thought that if he killed the other three men, he might not find any gems. Burdened under this guilt of killing an innocent man, he decided to spare the remaining three men. The three friends, unharmed and deeply moved by the robber's sacrifice, hurriedly left the forest behind and ventured into a new kingdom. This was the story of the three friends and the noble robber. Alright children, quiz time. Tell me, how did the three friends hide the gem? A. They swallowed the gems with the food. B. They put the gems in their bag. Or C. They buried the gems under a tree. The correct answer, as you might have guessed, is A. The three friends swallowed their gems with their supper. My next question is, why did the robber follow the three friends? A. He wanted to befriend them. B. He wanted to steal the gems from them. Or C. He was indeed very afraid of the forest. Kids, the correct answer is B. The robber planned to steal all the gems from the three young men by killing them and cutting open their bellies. Okay, one last question. Why did the robber offer himself to be cut open first? A. He believed it was the right and noble thing to do. B. He wanted to gain more gems for himself. Or C. He was afraid of the Bhil chieftain's wrath. The correct answer is A. The robber sacrificed his own life to save the lives of the three friends because he thought it was the right thing to do. Okay kids, it is time to end today's episode here. In the next episode, we will explore the last story of the first book of strategies, the story of the faithful but foolish monkey. See you soon. Goodbye. Namaskar.